Part two.
And then it's a wrap.
And then it's
And then it's a wrap. Yeah.
That was a good stun break by Lev.
We can talk more about, actually, no, why the fuck would we talk about? You know what, we could talk about Ogre and Lee for people listening, maybe. What people don't realise, what some people don't realise, is that when you're playing Lee, it's a totally different... How, you know, I've noticed that you can kind of keep your game plan for a lot of characters in this game.
Yeah.
You've got your generic way of playing,
Yeah.
like, you know, however it is that everyone plays. But when you play this character, Violet and Lee, you have to change up. It's not the same at all.
Yeah, you can't.
He's such a counter-hit fisher.
Yeah, he is. He
That
really
you
is.
can't... the minute you go to your, like, to do your normal offense, he can whiff out a lot. Sorry, he can bait out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he is one of the... I think he is one of the better baiting characters. But like, if he does die to like turtle characters, but if you turtle really well, it's hard for him to get in because then he's not getting the counter hits he needs.
No, he has to do the slides. He has to get the slides, and it's all like
slide.
But characters like, I mean, actually, Lee is good against Mishmas for that reason because he doesn't have to go in, and Mishmas do.
He's still got Magic 4, which is good.
Magic 4. He's got a slide to get in if he needs to. He's got no, that's
I
it.
seen
That's
slide get Godfisted though before though.
Like the little floating. Yeah, I've seen it as well. Fucking stupid move.
He's got down forward wonders. It's still such a good poke.
Oh,
and you can do like flowcharty kind of things with Lee.
You can.
Yeah.
But just stuff like back 4 and 4
yeah,
3.
Back 4 is so
forward
good.
4 3. These kind of moves.
Good, yeah.
They keep.
After a while, no matter like how disciplined you are, sometimes you will just eat a forward 4 3.
But you have to, because you have to get in. What are you not going to get in? Like the minute you go in, sometimes and back forward that hitbox, man.
Yeah, it's
like
dirty.
it just picks up things randomly.
He does have those kind of moves. That's why I like him though. He has those kind of moves that let him turtle, innit? Like they're not turtle, let him turtle, but they turtle for him. If you know what I mean, like back 4, like. He sends out his leg and then it kind of retreats for him. Yeah.
And you can make him go back even further.
Yeah, and you can make him Hitman stance.
Hitman stance, yeah.
Yeah, and
no, he's amazing in that respect.
He's proper slippery, like.
You're right. No, that's a good way of putting it. I do find him very slippery. I find it very hard to get in on him. But and even when you do get in on him, I find he's got tools. You know, quick hop. Sorry, the knee. He's got the knee.
Hop knee is good, yeah.
He's got good options.
Oh, that was unlucky for Leif there. He wins anyway. Yeah.
And but yeah.
He's got solid punishment as well, yeah.
It's not good punishment, yeah.
The only thing he lacks, probably his lows aren't that great.
Yeah, his lows are garbage, but
his throws aren't that great either.
I mean, the only low he needs is a slide.
Yeah.
And, well, actually, yeah, you know what? His lows aren't that bad. Sorry, I'm making it sound
some of them are safer in this game.
But they're all they're all 14 at least. Though.
Yeah, 14 and stuff, yeah.
Which is bad against certain characters, but oh, he's got that 4-4-4-3 if he wants to get in as well. 4-4-4-3? Yeah, that new...
Yeah, forward. I think 3-4?
3-4, okay, 3-4, yeah. Fucking hell, that's an amazing move.
I do have, like... I complain about that every time Shadowforce is finished. I always say, like, this mumble over that be so stupid.
Spammy move.
It's not that spammy, it's just good. It's just like... Okay, you can spam it because because it's like, you can do it from misstep.
Doing the forward already kind of tracks you. Because you know in Tekken how if you want to track something, forward aligns you. So forward aligns you, 3-4 comes out, if you've ducked it or if you've pressed buttons you get launched.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's safe. So it's like, well, it's basically one of those free of charge moves. Buy one, get one free.
And then you can bound off it.
It's not actually buy one, get one free, sorry, because to buy one means you have to do something. It's just free. It's just free. You didn't order it and it comes through post. The mailman delivered you something.
The only bad thing about that move sometimes is that if he does the running move, the first hit can hit sometimes and the second hit not hit and he doesn't get the bound. But he's still not in that much of a terrible position.
No. Knocks you down anyway.
Yeah, it does.
It does
knock you down, yeah.
But yeah. Lee is very good.
Yeah, no, he is. He's been playing this game for a while and he plays a lot of characters people don't know.
He does. I've seen him play
He can play literally like the whole class,
the
cast, you know, but like people just don't know. He's got like undercover machiners as well. I've seen him play Jin. I've seen him play like Bob and Laws, and obviously he plays Lars and Miguel and even Dragunov as well. At some point he played him a bit, and Armor King as well.
So he's trying to get around. Armor King. Yeah, sure. He's trying to get around the whole squad.
Yeah, he's been like rinsing this game for a while.
He's been playing it a lot.
Yeah.
Since.
So I think his fundamentals are probably a bit better than Leif. Like he will like.
Oh, I don't think Leif would dispute.
He wouldn't like not know like
I don't think dispute it.
Yeah, it's just that experience thing really. He would like maybe at some times where Leif might whiff something, Shadowforce will just go straight for a punish on reaction, like without like kind of knowing what what move left really
just
with,
knows he's
but
gonna go
he
for
knows
something,
that
yeah.
the punish will be like guaranteed, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I work the same way sometimes as well.
Like stuff like that's like kind of classic stuff Shadowforce to do, like bait you with something and then like sidestep to get behind
to
you.
get
Yeah.
there. Yeah. And Ogre's another example. Like Ogre's really good. I think he was a very underrated character.
No, he is.
People
Yeah.
because he's like, I remember discussing this before. No ogre that we've seen has used all the correct tools at one time. There's always people that do some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah,
He's got so many good tools.
He does.
But I guess it's still kind of new. No one's really been. I mean, give someone a year, I can imagine they'll be really sick with him.
I would like to see like Japanese or Korean players or even some American players pick him up and start using him like proper serious.
Yeah. Not kind of like just a.
Not just a mess around character like I mean.
Because I think as a main guy, people could take him far, you know.
I think there is a guy in America who plays Ancient Ogre as their main.
But good, I don't think there's a good one.
I don't remember. I remember watching what's that thing, Final Round, and seeing someone playing Ancient Ogre and they were doing alright. Like actually doing tick
The
stuff.
only DLC character I've seen that's any good was Run It Black's Jim Patchy.
But that was
He's probably what he's
skill
good.
patchy, isn't it?
Yeah,
On
skill
rage.
patchy.
Skill patchy on the
Skill
rage.
patchy. Skill patchy on rage. Skill patchy. But yeah, but that character, yeah. But Ogre's definitely undertapped right now.
Yeah.
But he's good. Like he's pretty hard to play. I can see why. I mean, I have trouble with him because I'm still just trying to see animations, as we were talking about a bit before. I can tell that if Ogre, like, what gives people the trouble is just the mix-ups like down back twos and shit like that. You know, people aren't used to the animations, and if he gets you the lows, he's got good mix-ups afterwards.
Yeah.
But if you can start seeing that, what can
if you can see
do?
that he can't do that much, yeah.
No. You'll just have to play you kind of legitly, but which you can do. That's why I've never seen anyone play him legit, because people are still falling for the crap.
Yeah, yeah.
If you force an Ogre to
actually
not
have
use the
to
crap,
play, yeah, to not
but
use
he
the
can.
crap. Yeah.
He's got the moves. He's got the moves. The minute someone's forced to play properly, they'll be like, okay, well, I'll give you my real stuff now.
Yeah, it's true. Once you can stop people from doing like their like spammy just flowchart like day one stuff, then like you can actually have a proper match against them and then see if they know how to play their character.
But that's true.
I think what's happening here in this match by this point as well, like Leif is like losing a bit of confidence, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's been however many matches now. You haven't got the win.
Yeah.
Not many rounds. What can you do really? You just have to keep.
He needs to keep up this kind of pressure. Like here, like now, yeah. In this situation, I would have like, I don't know, tried to not get hit by that low, but like I don't know, tried to just grab Shadowforce to like put on more pressure. Like he's still like he should just try to go for that damage.
As you see, there's still not electrics. Like there's not enough electrics. Like that should have been one.
Yeah.
Like dashing in electric just to, because no one can duck it. Like what you're saying
You're not
is
gonna react
like,
to it unless you're Jaguar King. I've heard, didn't it?
Oh, sorry, that reaction. Yeah. Apart from Jaguar King, who hell sweep on reactions.
I don't even know where that.
The Chilean stallion. Chileans are too bomb. People from South America.
I've just heard people say that so much on Zaibatsu that I just say it now.
Jaguar King used to say it.
In fact, is he some
Apparently-
player that can duck electric?
He was some Armor King player who apparently said that he was just, I don't know, on Zaibatsu used to tell people that I can see hell sweeps on reaction and I can duck electrics on reaction and shit, and everyone's just like, of course you can. Sure.
Because you're that good.
Because you're that good. No one's ever seen you, but you're that good.
Yeah.
Just became a Zaibatsu meme.
Yeah, like there, like punish, like just literally punish them for pressing forward. If you can like input the God Fist as they press forward, I see Koreans do this all the time. Like just like backdash, backdash, backdash. Oh, this guy wants to press forward. He wants to dash
electric
forward.
zap, zap, zap.
Booyah.
Zap, zap, zap.
And then once that happens, then you have to be more considerate about your spacing against Kazuya and Heihachi. Especially Heihachi in this game as well. He's got like, you don't want to duck against him really.
No.
Like down back 2, if you block that you get rewarded. But like he's got so many other mids that take like
better mids.
Like they just like writing up Heihachi's move list. I don't know what Harada was thinking. It's like, we must make every mid do 35 damage. And he's like, yeah, it's like
not just 35 at least, and plus follow-ups. Not to mention
follow-ups as well.
as well.
Like, everything must lead into Crush Dash 2.
One and two's got follow-ups. Rising, is it Rising 2? That palm
Yeah,
thing.
Crush Dash 2 in it. Yeah.
He's got follow-ups. Twin pistons. He can go up and get a little cheeky thing if he does it quick enough. Yeah, he's got follow-ups. Man, he's dirty. Well, I see now Shadowforce.
Yeah, that Shadowforce is proper ambushing him now. Yeah.
No, but he gets the win. He gets to be good. But
Yeah, that was the right choice to. That was the right choice to make. Lev does still think about what he's doing. He thinks about what he's doing too much sometimes, but then sometimes he does think about the right stuff. Like,
well, I suppose, I mean, if you ask someone, would you prefer them to overthink or not think? Then I guess overthink. You know, at least that will help him out in the long run. as opposed to just kind of going for the win, which I think is a lot of problem. I think is a problem for a lot of players now. Is that you can still genuinely, even if someone wins, you can see that they're just going for the win.
Yeah.
And that's only going to benefit them now.
Yeah, it's not gonna make.
I see that happen with Jay quite a lot.
Solid player, yeah.
Like he's getting his wins now. But the problem is, as people adapt to his gameplay and his characters,
Yeah,
like Jay's not adapting with them. He's still just trying to enforce the mix up,
doing the stuff that he's been doing,
which will cost him.
There's learning like characters and learning mix ups and flowcharts and stuff,
Yeah.
and there's actually just learning how to play the game
Yeah.
solidly, like learning defense.
I mean,
learning fundamentals.
The fundamentals will get you further.
Shadowforce does stuff like this as well with every character. Like he'll just, if you do a wake up kick, he'll always position himself in it to low parry the low or to sidestep the mid. Like that's just fundamentals. He just always does that. I see him do it every time.
You can do it anyway. You don't get
every single character.
It's not a character specific thing to do. Yeah,
it's a game specific thing. He just knows the Oki options in the game. If he does certain like grabs as well, he'll know like where they break to and like where his characters go. So like if you have space to like run away or backdash and like stuff like that, things like smart things that can help you with spacing in the game. Like so, like you have to learn like the mechanics of the game as well.
I honestly think the mechanics, the most boring part for sure, but it's the most important part.
Yeah, it is the most important.
In fact, for anything really, what are the most important parts are always the most boring.
Yeah, it is.
You know, the fun part comes out.
Learning throw breaking is boring, but then getting grabbed over and over again, it's not fun. It's not like what's it called? I remember Keishan telling me one time like he only ever got good at grabs, because he had to play Gutsman in T6, innit? And Gutsman was like, he throws.
He's Alyssa. He's infamous Alyssa and Eddie.
1+3 Alyssa.
I remember when he's Alyssa, he was getting bare wins at one point. People couldn't beat him. Like from the people that were coming
he was rinsing people. He was rinsing people with Alyssa hard.
I remember when I used to first see him Gutsman, he wasn't good at all. And then I remember I went away for a few months and I came back to the casino.
And he was actually doing some things and
people
wins.
I was thinking,
with Mokajin as well. I remember he used to just go on his PSP and play.
Because he had the legit strats at that point. Like he was fishing out people's. He's actually good at that. You know, if how he's good at picking up a weakness.
One of the best, he's definitely one of the best at picking out a weakness. That's why I do find it entertaining to watch how he plays.
If he played a lot, he'd be sick. He'd be an incredible technician because he can smell it. Like he genuinely sees. He thinks
he's hungry for it. Like he can see like you don't know that low yet. Oh, that's alright.
You don't know about this mix up. You don't know about this mid. You don't know.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't do it like he won't just do the low into the low into the. He'll just save that low for like boy, like I know like. Right, in this round I'm gonna get him with that low, and he'll just know like when to do it. He does for sure. But yeah, just Keishan got good at breaking throws from just from getting thrown too much. Getting thrown too much. And after a while, you'll start to think to yourself, is it scrubby that this guy's throwing me lows and lows and lows, or is it even scrubbier that I'm just letting him get 3 damage off me?
It's always the second option on the page, you know. Same way when you play a character, you can as much as you can say, oh, this character's a scrubby, or this guy's a bit of a masher.
Yeah.
If you're getting hit by mashy stuff, like
you just have to think, I need to change up my game. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if it was one of these things, if we didn't have like Korean matches and whatnot to look at, and you can see that they're not having trouble with these kind of things that the West is calling scrubby, then you've got no excuse for it. Like if you saw them struggling as well, like for instance Eddie, like he's unbeatable here, with the best player, he's an Eddie player. Like you see people
play hard matches, like
they deal with it. They deal with it.
They still deal with it. Yeah. Just have to know your options. Get to that situation where you know the matchup well enough to be able to play solid no matter what's going on, no matter like how much health you have, no matter where you are spacing wise and in the match.
It's a good point. That's a good point.
Just like with the punish moves and you can.
Well, that's why Asim's so good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, half the time Asim just knows the characters.
Yeah.
And he's not even doing anything really character specific.
No,
he's just out-systeming you.
Yeah.
He genuinely out-systems people.
Yeah.
He just knows the game and he knows your character. And he knows what and he's just like, well, okay, well this is what you can do.
Yeah.
So I know how to deal with that. And it's usually the other person that doesn't do that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the only reason I see Dinosaur have such issues with him is because I know Dinosaur doesn't know his characters.
Yeah.
As well. Like I mean, we've never had an Eddie player.
Yeah, not really.
We've never had it's like
Dinosaur said he still doesn't even like fighting Bob that much either.
No, exactly. I think it will take you have to play you have to play a character. You know, there's different levels of characters. So first, you take a character in practice mode,
Yeah.
and you learn the basic stuff, and you
Yeah.
get comfortable doing that. And then you play someone, and then it becomes about trying to put those things that you've learned into practice.
Into practice, yeah.
And then you'll play someone who's better than that person,
Yeah.
and they'll have a next level. So you have to take that into practice. It's this
Yeah,
kind of weird back and
definitely.
forth thing. And Asim's very good with all these. Who else does he use? Miguel as well. Miguel's
Miguel.
so hard to play against. Like you'd have to spend, you'd have to play like a good Miguel player constantly.
It's because the nature of Miguel is like licks into savage stance into guests, and then it's just like
Like everything he's got is a guess.
yeah,
It's not like
into savage
it's all
stance,
strings.
yeah.
All strings.
All of it is strings, and the strings are generally good, like because they're pretty
Tell me
safe.
about it. Yeah. So
You do
really,
a lot of
it's a
things.
really tough.
I think Layoff is really good in this game for actually playing two machiners. If I was him, I wouldn't personally play two machiners because sometimes it can feel like you have like
No, I'm
the
saying
same
you want
weakness.
something. Yeah, it's true.
Like if you was to play like I don't know Kazuya and Lars or Kazuya and Bruce or I don't know Kazuya and who would be a pretty good character like Leo or something. Like a mix.
The generic
mix up.
filler characters
Yeah.
like Bruce,
Leo
Lars,
is actually Leo is actually such a generic filler character you don't even know.
Yeah, I know, I know,
she
I know.
is. But she's solid. That's why she's good for that. But yeah, he's good for playing two machiners. If he likes them, just keep playing them. But changing the character when you've got one machinima is not a bad thing because like having variety in this game is really helpful. Having two characters that play
That's true.
differently.
It's true. Yeah, it does let you learn the game better.
Yeah, definitely. Because because if someone figures out like your Mishima tactics, you could just switch up and start doing like your Bruce tactics and stuff.
What you mean the
Yeah, CD2,
CD2, CD3, back to
It's a rap.
the infamous. But yeah, but still, man, it was GG still. Leif wasn't better, and I know he'll get better. You don't have to worry about Leif at all.
No, he's definitely
Not one
improved
of those
like
guys.
so much.
Yeah. Never been a time when I've played him and I haven't seen him do something new,
Yeah,
learn something or be
he
better.
always does tick
You know,
stuff.
so
That's why
having-
I said like he does tick stuff, yeah, and then he was still calling himself rubbish. And I'm like, nah, man, you're not rubbish. You just need to get to that stage where like it becomes all habit, doing tick stuff
that's true.
becomes habit, and then when you're playing, then you do like really tick stuff because you're used to just playing solid.
Wise words on the ending. This is goodbye. See you guys next time.